But the session was really good, and you are really, as you have already said, right, that the behavioral thing is actually the unexplored part, and we are looking for a good change on that. So more to learn from that.
Absolutely. My name is Utpal Bhatnagar. I am from Noida.
Vipul.
I am from Noida. So first of all, it was nice catching up with everyone. So you miss this personal touch when you are working from home, and it's been years that we are working from home. So it was nice catching up with guys. And the thing, so initially I thought that this is gonna be a more of a boring satsang, but the thing I liked about this is you are not looking us to speak but to think. So that is something I like the most, that I am thinking here. I am not supposed to speak, but I have to think about myself. So that's the thing I love the most.
See, Sam, I boasted myself. After seeing my results, so I could see certain areas I really do a good job, but in certain extent I need to work on it.
Absolutely. See, that time you wished something, okay? No one measured it, okay? Now, objectively, you are measuring it. The beauty about psychometry, Thompson, is that it may not be the reality, okay? But that's the closest measure of the reality. Okay, when you look at the mirror, you know how you look, right? Okay, just because, I want to look like, say, John Abraham, okay? Obviously, it's not going to be, you're not going to be John Abraham, but you can kind of say, oh, this is how I look, right? Okay, it's a reality check. Yeah? I think you need to see it like that, and happy that you are seeing. At least you now know what are the aspects that you should start working.
When coming to the trap module, so I actually see myself as a P, high P. But I got to know that, I realized that I'm a high T actually. So I work, close with Kevin every day. So, he also says that, no, you are actually high T.
Yeah.
So it's like, I have to rethink about it. It's a, new thing to, process.
My thought process is going same kind of report, I get it. Okay, what are things I know it is there. But what I need to know is that what I need to change. That one I need to learn it, so that reason I attend this session. Before coming to this session, that is my thought of what I need to change.
Which you said, right? You don't judge me, I don't judge you. That doesn't make a difference actually. But mentally, I'm kind of judging people just based on what I'm thinking or what I'm looking at, which has to stop.
Yeah.
Which has to stop. I can't make a perception and then continue, taking that perception and working with them.
Yeah.
Every person has their individuality, which I have to understand and then work with that. So that is one thing which I really figured out. Second thing which I understood was with the Q1, Q2 and Q3, where I was not able to prioritize my work. I would take up everything. Like we had that example of Jack and Nick. Like it was like 90% I'm Jack. I do like everything. Like someone comes with a query, I'll get it done. But at the end of the day, I would have piled up so many activities and I'll get exhausted.
I keep stopping him.
So he keeps on telling me from behind, don't pick it up. Let the other people do it. And I'm like, you know what? I can do this better way. I can do this like this, like this, like this. So for me, I was not able to prioritize what is actually required for me to work upon, where my expertise will actually flourish more and I can be the best.
You need to start examining why.
Why, exactly. Every time it was, okay, it's there, I got to work over it. But the question of why and what am I doing, that is a big question which I'll have to define.
Go a little deeper. I want to help you here.
Yeah.
If you ask the why, okay, it's not that you're just picking it up because it's not there.
Yeah.
You're picking it up because your inner need tells you saying no will mean you will become unpopular.
Exactly.
Okay. That's not true. But you are assuming that saying no will make you unpopular.
Exactly.
Deep down, you don't want to be unpopular.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's how you figure out the need.
Yeah.
And now you work on it. Okay. You have to reaffirm to yourself that I'm not here for popularity. I'm here to get things done.
Exactly.
Getting things done will make me automatically popular.
Yeah. 6 years in a row, I've been writing in my performance documents. I have to work on my communication. But to be frank, my concept of communication was just about being vocal. Okay. But now looking at this, communication doesn't just stop at being vocal. Yeah. It looks at multiple perspectives. connecting multiple dots. When I'm talking about multiple dots, it's not just, you know, trying to explain the best possible way. Maybe if someone comes to me and explains, I might not be able to understand something which probably Pradeep understands. He might be just a person who might understand in one sentence what needs to be done. I might be a person who needs probably a big paragraph to understand what needs to be done. And I always took that thinking that every other person should actually understand it in a single sentence. Thinking that, okay, I can understand what the other person is saying, so probably even he can understand. But I'm never thinking from the perspective of the other person, how they are emotionally connected with the concept, you know, how that comes to picture. So that is something which I'm able to understand now much better.
Very well said. Very well said.
You know, mirrors is something that we have put in front of us, and everyone is, I guess, reflecting on that and trying to figure out where they stand in most of the places. For me, especially, like I can see that, you know, it was a big eye opener. The entire 2 days was a big eye opener.
Okay.
Like I can see multiple places where I'm not, or I would say where I should be doing something better. And because of the sudden responses that I give, I do end up not doing that. End up doing something which then I start thinking about, should I have done that? Like even the road rage, that's my go-to movement. Something happens, curse. Yeah. But now that you think about it, yeah. And then whenever I have that curse movement, I always end up thinking that was an old man. Yeah, that was a lady who was driving. Like she might not be understanding what her mistake also was, but I just ended up cursing her. Yeah, I just ended up cursing a person who might not even know what the mistake is. Yeah. And I mean, you don't really find any benefit from it. I just lost my cool. I ended up having that meltdown.
In fact, for the next half an hour, 1 hour, you are at a higher risk of getting into an accident because you're not in control.
Exactly. Yeah, my adrenaline would be on a very different level. So yeah, so a huge reflection actually, trying to figure out a lot of places where I can correct myself and probably achieve better in my personal life and at the same time professional life.
Wonderful. Happy for you, Kevin.
Initially you trapped us. So intelligently you made take care of us and end of the day. So we are very
And you made us come.
It's very poetic, man. It's very poetic. Yeah.
I felt in the same way.
Yeah. Do you
So
like
we are
poetry?
yes.
You do?
So by end of the day we are carrying so many behavioral skills where we can implement in our life.
Correct.
You also made us dumb. You also made us.
Nice, very nice. Go ahead.
No words. To be very frank, actually, it's a reckoning for me. Some of the trends I've already told you that went through, but often we fail to follow through. You know, we do not practice as much, and this training helped me to understand why it's very important that we follow through. That means we patiently, cautiously practice each one of them. Just like you mentioned that. You start with the kindergarten, you walk, then you start with the alphabet, then you move to the word like that. That progress should also come from what we learn today. It is actually not easy to practice on a day-to-day basis, because the moment you log in at your work, everything goes off. Then you are actually working to your natural instinct rather than cautiously practice this. And this has happened with me multiple times. So that's a place where I feel that I should really be spending more time cautiously and patiently practicing it. That will help me with
It's like lots of learning from past 2 days, and it's like awakening lots of new thoughts, understanding different perspectives, different views. So yeah, overall lots of learning that we have to put into use. Like Pradeep has said, we have to make sure that we are continuously utilizing all of these methods, so that we end of the day we make better of ourselves.
Super. Very lovely.
I think it has changed the perception to see the things, to view people, analyze their emotions, and it will help me be a better person.
Super.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. That's touching.
Yes, so this training helped me a lot understand what I am and accept what we are. So in order to improve like any qualities or take feedback from other as well. So it will improve our personality as well.
Beautiful. Very nice.
These 2 days have actually changed my perception. a lot of things which I never paid attention to. So they have changed my perception. It's way more methodical. So probably I'll implement these techniques to be more considerate.